We're dropping into the heart of World War II, where the stakes are high and the battlefields are ablaze, and right now, we're standing in the midst of a chaotic landscape. The year is 1944, and the Allies are pushing deep into Nazi-occupied Europe, but amidst the chaos of war, a secret unit is about to unleash a game-changing operation that will leave the enemy bewildered and the world wondering. This is the story of the Ghost Army, a mysterious battalion of artists, designers, and sound engineers, handpicked by the U.S. Army to wage a war of deception. And their mission is about to get underway. As we speak, a convoy of trucks, loaded with inflatable tanks, fake artillery, and sound equipment, is racing towards the front lines, ready to unleash a phantom army that will make the Nazis question everything. Imagine being a German soldier stationed on the front lines when suddenly, out of nowhere, an entire army appears, complete with tanks, artillery, and infantry. But as you take aim, you realize that something is off. The tanks seem too perfect, the artillery too neatly arranged, and the soldiers, well, they seem to be made of rubber. This is the world of the Ghost Army, where reality is distorted, and the laws of war are pushed to the limit. The concept of the Ghost Army was born out of desperation. As the Allies struggled to break through the German defenses, they needed a way to deceive the enemy, to make them believe that the Allies had more troops and equipment than they actually did. And so, a team of artists, designers, and sound engineers was assembled, with one mission: to create the illusion of an entire army, using nothing but inflatable tanks, fake artillery, and sound effects. The team was led by a man named Ellsworth Kelly, a young artist who had joined the army to do his part for the war effort. But instead of being shipped off to the front lines, he found himself recruited into this secret unit, where he would use his artistic skills to create the most elaborate deception of the war. Kelly and his team worked tirelessly, designing and building inflatable tanks, fake artillery, and even entire fake villages, all with the aim of creating an illusion so realistic that the enemy would be completely fooled. As the Ghost Army set out on their mission, they faced numerous challenges, from the mud-soaked roads of France to the treacherous terrain of the Ardennes forest. But through it all, they persevered, using their skills and creativity to overcome every obstacle. And as they traveled, they left a trail of confusion and deception in their wake. The Germans were baffled, unable to understand how an entire army could appear and disappear at will. But the Ghost Army's most daring operation was yet to come, as they prepared to launch a massive deception, aimed at convincing the Germans that the Allies were about to launch a major attack. The team worked tirelessly, setting up their inflatable tanks, fake artillery, and sound equipment, and as the sun began to set, they put their plan into action, a barrage of sound effects, designed to mimic the noise of an entire army on the move, echoed through the valleys and hills, as the Germans listened in confusion, trying to make sense of the chaos. The result was nothing short of astonishing. The Germans were completely fooled, convinced that the Allies were about to launch a major attack. They scrambled to respond, moving troops and equipment to the area, and in doing so, they left their defenses weakened, allowing the real Allied army to break through and gain a crucial foothold. It was a turning point in the war, and the Ghost Army had played a crucial role, using their unique skills to deceive and disrupt the enemy. But as the war drew to a close, the Ghost Army's existence was all but forgotten, their story relegated to the footnotes of history, and it wasn't until many years later that their contributions were finally recognized, and their story was told, in all its fascinating detail. Today, we remember the Ghost Army as one of the most innovative and daring units of the war. A team of artists and designers, who used their skills to change the course of history. As we reflect on the story of the Ghost Army, we are reminded of the power of creativity and deception in the midst of war, where the stakes are high and the outcome is far from certain. It's a story that challenges our assumptions and pushes us to think outside the box. And as we delve deeper into the world of the Ghost Army, we begin to realize that the truth is often stranger than fiction.